Alrighty, ruin Kukikachu to you and all my nobody's not watching out there. I looked it up. It wasn't hard. I just, went back to one of my old videos and it was like the last one. I should have remembered it. It's just, it's been a minute. Like, I got way distracted since the last video. It's like, plus they also didn't leave the entire quote, which actually is sort of like a contextual hint. They're all just lines and shapes. It's like lines and shapes that have lives or something along those lines. But the other ones sort of like confuse you if you. But I got a new comic to see a little more about how this person can draw. But honestly, it's like I wouldn't encourage you to just go to art school because seriously, that's kind of like a big deal to go for, and yeah. They're all just lines and shapes. Lines and shapes with lives. There you go. I thought it might help remind you why you do what you do. Because again, Stella was trying to be supportive about the whole drawing thing, and it's like, well, maybe I don't have time for that. It's like, but it makes you feel good and you like it. And it helps you feel in control and you don't. Like that seems like it's a value. Like, as an artist, I would like it if I felt that way. I don't. I don't feel that way about drawing. I draw for a purpose or because I want something. Like, I want to make something. Like, this doesn't exist, so I want it, or it's an idea or something. It's like, it doesn't make me feel in control. It's something that I do to pass time when I'm bored or to help focus me when I'm listening to something that I need to be doing. Again, I have an idea and I want a thing. Like every now and then, it's like, or I do for other. Mostly, a lot of times I just do for other people. Like, I just feel like drawing. I have time and I'm like, oh, it's like, here. The universe says you should have this. Have a nice day. Like, to random people sometimes. People I don't know, I'll never see again sometimes. Like, fucking just like random strangers sometimes. Because it's good. It's good to do. It's like, I don't know, something nice. Like, maybe they keep it, maybe they throw it away, maybe it makes their day, maybe they put it on their fridge and maybe they put it in a box. I don't know, it doesn't matter. Like, it's not, I just felt like they were supposed to have it if I gave it to them. Or maybe I make something specifically for them. Maybe they get it as a tattoo on their body. Who knows? It's happened before. Like, sometimes I just enjoy, like suddenly I pick up a pen and start doing my thing, and I'm just like, I gotta get this idea real quick. And sometimes I just throw it in on other stuff, and yeah, like, but I don't feel that she feels. That when I draw, I feel like I'm in control. It's like, no, not really. I just, if I'm lucky, I get hyper focused on it at a convenient time. And it's something that will benefit me, or at least I can look at later and be like, I still like this, and that's good. Stella, you remembered. Yeah, we just actually just talked about it. For me, it's been longer in periods of time, but, and I guess in game, like, it's been like a day or two or something, maybe months. I don't know. I don't recall. I didn't watch the whole video for it, but it may have been a minute, but yeah. But it was important. I remembered the last name of the person, and I tried to look it up again. I don't think they're a real person. If they are, I'm just not very good at researching. If Joan Billiards is a real person, and that's a real quote from them, then I'm just not very good at research, which would not surprise me at this point. Because I tried to Google it. This is like the second or third time, and couldn't get it. Just didn't find anything about. I found many other Jones, many other quotes, many other artists, but nothing that specifically said that. Okay, bye. Yeah, bye. You, Ingrid, bye. Yeah, you, bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. 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 You were going? I mean, maybe I just turned the tables, bitch, and pulled a fucking Uno reverse card. Day, do you want me to go? Like, I'll go if you want me to. It's like, I didn't come here with this gift for you with the intention of this encounter. I went on my way to come here after going to your house to try to give this to you, and your parents or somebody was like, oh no, they're at school meeting with the counselor, and I was like, oh, that seems important. She might need... I was like, maybe I should just leave her alone. No, this seems important. So I came out of my way to be here during break when you're also here because I thought it could be important. Like, you might need something nice, you know? Like, you might need to know someone cares. Because fucking Ingrid here does care about herself and how you can be a benefit to her. She didn't say anything. I couldn't believe it. So what? Me and Ingrid, we gonna fight? Cause I don't give a fuck about your floaty ass bitch. I don't know how I will stop you. Again, you're like I mean, I'm a normal type, you're a ghost type. I just don't see how we can cause each other damage, but maybe you can throw knives. Don't see any knives. Everything seems pretty well attached to the walls, depending on how strong you are. After all we'd been through, after all those moments, did they really mean nothing? Well, you gotta consider again, from her perspective, she's reeling from the fact that maybe you're the problem. Like, I'm the problem. Like Stella. Because she had her nose in the books and was doing good, and now she's not going to college. Ingrid could have had to deal with that, and that could have been its own thing, and whatever. Now she's got that. And you. And it's largely because you came to the school, decided that you liked her, and she was going to be part of your friend group, and that was sort of your thing. And you support her, and you want her to do this, to go to, but like, in a sense, she was already set, and you kind of derailed her. Not saying that you did. She made her choices. Maybe she could have studied more, but real talk, you guys only hung out like once every other week or something, it seems like, generally. And if that was enough to make it so that she couldn't, like, that, I mean, she was throwing on extra stuff, but that just seems kind of like, I really hope that one stupid project didn't actually matter. Like, you know? But that's it. That's that. I was so upset. I just left. I wasn't sure if I even wanted to go to Robert's place after what happened. But my determination to smooth things over and get everyone in the holiday spirit won over. I must perform the little drummer boy. I hope I don't, but I probably will. Sure, it'll turn out terribly. She still showed up. When I got there, I realized I was actually a bit late. Seriously? How? If we should have both been late, unless I went home, cried my eyes out, and then got ready and then went. Everyone was dead silent. Oh, this is fun. Dude, are you side-eyeing friggin' Taylor, or are you just trying to avoid my gaze? Okay, it looks like everyone's just trying to not look at me. Great, that's fun. That's awesome. Cool. worked so hard to be friends with you guys, and you're all like, nah. Like, you guys wouldn't even be whatever, man. Like, it's your senior year, maybe I fucked everything up. I don't really think that's the case, except for, Day, who had an actual plan to move on and do other things. I don't think I'm taking Taylor away from band practice, but I probably would be if I placed him as my priority. I'm not sure what I would be taking Robert away from, because he's already quit his stuff and that happened before it was even relevant. Were they talking about me? Certainly looks like it. Were they fighting again? Possibly. Could be both. They don't have to be mutually exclusive. Or was it really that awkward between everybody? I mean, it could be all three. A little column A, a little column B, or C. All of the above. You guys open your mouth to say the ... So, here we all are. I'm surprised she's here. Like, anyone else really feeling the holiday spirit right now? Yes. You and your fey humor. It's very British of you. It's dry sarcasm. Not really. Man, when Robert doesn't talk, that's a bad sign. They wouldn't look me in the eye. I honestly couldn't believe that she actually came. Yeah, I'm surprised. Probability of getting that smooch just keeps going down. But there's still well, probably pretty close to the end of this chapter, but then I've still got like another 2, 6 and 7. She's just sitting there as if nothing had even happened. Probably because it's awkward to deal with and they don't know. There's no reason to bring that up. There's so much I wanted to say, but I couldn't find the words. Yeah, you're really not good at, like, anything. Like, you just don't have, like, the fact that you're even able to manage to get this group of people to be friends is something. But it largely comes down to you running into Robert and him being, like, extroverted and sort of being like, hey, invite people. And then you ran into them, and you already knew Taylor, and you have a truck. Like, that's... You've managed to sort of keep it going, but you've really just focused on Day, which was on purpose. And honestly, I'm not sure that anybody's life is better for your your interaction with them. I started thinking that maybe it was a mistake coming here after all. Like, again, Robert, it looks like he cleaned up Ingrid's graffiti. You and Day had a number of moments, but then also her and Tequila don't mix, and we messed with Robert, but he took it like a fucking champ. You literally ran into Taylor, like with your car, your truck, and he was like kind enough to fall in such a stuntman way that you weren't injured. You were more likely to be harmed than him. But you've kind of caused a little friction between him and, his bandmate, and he just kind of seems like he would have been happy being left alone. Like, if you hadn't come here, he probably would have been better off. Like, it seems like he just would have been happier. It seems kind of like he's like, I want to be friends because you're here and I missed you, but when I needed you, you weren't there. And that sucks. So, but I still want to be friends, but like what we have is gone. But since I was there, I tried to make the best of it. She's like, bum 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 bum. So, does anyone have any fun holiday traditions? Not a bad thing to say. It seems like a decent one. No. I don't think it's that bad. I think there could have been worse. I think it's like, you never know. Like, those things are interesting. Like, I just learned a lot about, um, you know, it's after Christmas now, but around Christmas time and a little bit after, whenever the videos were released for sadly a channel on Fact Fiend, which is no longer going to be continuing, which makes me very sad. But I understand. But I love it. Love, it still exists, still be there. Just won't make more new stuff on it. But they talked about some of the Christmas traditions and like how they differ from, how like families differ even they're in the UK, and like they're like we've got like fuck, what was it, like a cheese hedgehog or something. Like they've got like a whole bunch of stuff that's just like basically a little bit of food stuff like stuck to an orange or something. A little bit of like sausage just stabbed on there. You got like a little tree and they put like chocolates on the tree, and it's like they're like, why can't we eat the chocolates on the tree? It's like, because they'll be missing. It's like, but they're on the tree. Like, this isn't like popcorn that's gonna go stale, okay? Like, it's chocolate. That's the purpose of it. Well, we're just gonna take do we eat them all when we take it down? Do we throw them, like, it's like, is it a sacrifice to our pagan gods? Like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, I'm sorry, just, again, yeah, never mind. Holidays? Yeah. It's all commercialized. Taylor, I agreed. I agree. But that doesn't mean you don't still have, like, traditions. I still have traditions, you know? I don't always do them. I didn't do one of them that I regret this year, but which was one of the things that they actually mentioned. The orange, it's like the chocolate orange. I forget the brand or whatever. This isn't, again. They're not paying us a cent, but was doing a fucking commercial anyways. Like, that's you get the chocolate orange, and it's like a thing. Like, they're delicious and they're seasonal, and I didn't do it because I didn't really have the money for it, and I didn't think of it or see it. Also, usually I get like summer sausage or whatever it's called. It's you can buy it at any time, but for some reason, like, it's something that someone in my family gave to me as a stocking stuffer, and it just became sort of like a little mini tradition. And then, like, devil eggs, food mostly. It's pretty much all food. Watching The Nightmare Before Christmas, some sort of Christmas movie, which I chose. Go again, a Christmas movie. Die Hard's a Christmas movie. I already said these things. All right, moving on. Companies just take people's religious practices and boil them down to buy this thing. Yes, and if you want to go even deeper, those religious practices are based off of unfactual things. First of all, his name wasn't Jesus; it was Yeshua. Okay, that should just be whatever. That should That should be interesting. Or Yeshua, but which translates closer to Joshua rather than why they went with Jesus. That's something you should look into. December 24th is not 25th or whatever. It's not when he was born. The location in which he would be born would be way too cold, and it just doesn't make any sense. Actual historians and stuff have looked into it. It's more like maybe at latest November, and maybe June, somewhere between that, possibly July. Somewhere around there. That's likely. Also based on them doing like stuff with other stuff, like based on stars and blah 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 blah. All like a bunch of other stuff supports this. It just, but it's like it was just too damn cold. That doesn't even make any sense. Like you're not gonna stay in a fucking barn and survive. Like it's just too cold. You're not an animal. You know, it just wouldn't work out well. But why is it then? Because it's near the soul. It's like it's related to other religions and past religions and other like changing. It's like it's all just glomped together. Just you don't. Nobody's watching, and if anyone is, they probably don't care. And if they do, they'll put out a modicum of effort and go look up a YouTube video about how none of that makes any sense. You'll figure it out if you care. It does say directly, though, in the Bible, specifically against Christmas trees. Like, that's a thing. Like, it literally speaks out against it. Don't know the address, as a friend of mine called it, but yeah, no. Speaks out against Christmas trees, and yeah. It becomes meaningless to the point where even people who aren't religious celebrate a generic holiday season. Exactly. Everybody's. It's a good stimulus for the economy. Here in the good old US of A, and also probably Canada, and I mean a number of other countries. I know Japan is more. They do some Christmas, and a lot of other places, European countries will do Christmas. But the whole Santa thing, that's crazy. A lot of places have something that's similar to Santa that isn't Santa. Saint Nicholas, who was the patron saint of prostitutes. Look it up. He was trying to prevent child prostitution where he was around. He had money, and he's just like, I'll give you money, please don't sell your children into sex work, because that's fucked up, bro. Look it up. But they have other places have other things, and other places have things that Santa like wants that aren't milk and cookies, but other versions of a Saint Nicholas type Santa type creature, person, entity. And then there's Krampus, who's just like, well, that's a fucking rabbit hole right there. Fucking Krampus. Cole, no thank you. Let's get dark. That way there's more people to sell to. Exactly. It's not about Xmas. It's not about, friggin' religion. And even when it is, it's diluted anyway. Like carols and stuff. It's sort of lame. Now, when do we get triple Xmas? And not like Vin Diesel, but like giggity giggity go. Cause you know what? I feel like we should. Like, if we're gonna go that way with it, we should just give it. Yeah. Unpopular opinions. This is my unpopular opinion episode. Yeah. Wow, it's a silly tradition, Taylor. It's not a conspiracy. Actually, that's where you're wrong, Day, as much as I'm trying to get that smooch from you. It is a conspiracy. Santa is a conspiracy. Like, just the concept. Like, the whole, we tell kids it's a conspiracy against children. It is a conspiracy. And it goes deeper than that, but that's just the easiest way to prove you wrong. You're wrong. I never said it was a conspiracy. It is. It totally is. But, okay, I guess just back. Man, don't you two like anything? She wasn't She wasn't hating on Christmas. Maybe she was defending it. He was pointing out some of the more basic level surface truths of Christmas. You like Christmas? It's probably because you have money, bro. Like, are you really too cool for the holidays? That's not what it's about. You're the only one that would see it that way. You probably have the most money of all of those. Like, Taylor, from the he's not part of normal human society except for however long back that goes, and even then he's still on the fringes. And neither of you is technically magical, dinosaurs or Bigfoot, but the Fae is actually friggin' a fairy. She's actually fucking magical, like, or supposed to be. I don't know, maybe it's not, but supposed to be, like, we don't know the magic or capacity or what. It just seems like flight, but technically it's supposed to be fucking magic, and they're really loose with what's going on with, like, the everything here. Probably should have picked something that wasn't Fae because of the actual magic aspect of it, if they wanted to be more congruent with all of them being kind of like equalized. Us too cool? You're the jock. They were starting to fight again. It's like, he was a jock. He has the Letterman, but he quit the team or got kicked off. In all honesty, like, why Bigfoot isn't on the basketball team, I don't know, because he's like monumentally large and strong. Like, he could sports, maybe not baseball, but probably if he wanted to, but everything else he would be good. I mean, not everything, but most of it. The Raptors got superhuman, reaction and stuff. I am not a jock. Nah, he's more of a, at this point he's like, he was a skater boy, she said see you later boy. And what does being a jock have to do with liking the holidays? She said it had more to do with being too cool. You were defending it, and honestly, she's just being contrary at this point. Jocks are the default male in high school society. What? Cite your statistics, sir. Cite your facts. No, they are not. No, they are not! Like, sorry. No, they consider themselves sort of the elite. They're a higher class. The default male in high school society is just average people. People who don't have some sort of position on a team that gives them a special jacket. A lot of people don't extracurricular, or they only do one, but their extracurricular isn't as celebrated as a jock extracurricular. You could, be part of the photo club, Spanish club, or theater, or, it really depends on how big your high school is. Just yearbook. There's a lot of things you could do that make it. No, that's not the default. Like, I'm sorry, you're wrong. You're both wrong. Okay, so everybody here is wrong except for Robert so far. When I'm agreeing with Robert about Christmas and stuff, I'm sad. That makes me sad. Stop making enemies with me, guys. Don't do that. He's like, I'm the class representative. Like, it's kind of like a man of the people. But then he's also the prankster. Like, I hate how every time I just constantly have to just, like, drop my opinion of people. And then raise them again. Raise others. You're a normie. Are you talking to me? Me? I'm